Well, part 2 of my Christmas stories, and I touched on this in part 1. So, about now, we primary children in our church, will be almost at fever pitch. It will be a couple of days before Christmas, before the church Christmas party, and we would be absolutely sick with excitement. Usually, one of the church leaders or one of the male members of the church, usually an older chap, would play Santa, and we would be absolutely buzzing around with excitement because we knew that this would happen. And in the church I grew up in and still am a member, we as primary children would have planned everything that we were going to do after church services. I had the distinction of being the eldest and the leader and the chief troublemaker, and enjoyed every second of it, I might add. And we will be talking about what we were doing. And in the church I grew up in, it was very much a very close-knit community. So everybody would everybody get together, and everybody would make food. A lot of food was provided by the church, but everybody would still bring food, enough for, a plate for them and a plate for another person, and everything would be set out. And as soon as you arrived, you could not wait as primary children to get to church. Everything was so amazing. And in the cultural hall that our church had, there used to be steps leading up to a stage, and we, as a small little group, me and 5 other friends, used to gather there, and we used to have all sorts of games and silly nonsense, which we used to enjoy with great relish. And we would sit and eat our food, and many times we would try and decide who Santa was, and we would try and track down where Santa would be, and it must have taken a lot of strategy to keep whoever was playing Santa out of the way. And we never ever found out who it was, but we had a lot of fun. I think we had more fun trying to find out who Santa was than actually playing the game sometimes. And rolling on, I had the very distinguished role of Santa last year, and something that perhaps made me a little chagrined to find out. So I said, well, next year do I get to play the role again? Do I get to do it? Because I absolutely loved doing it, to see the children's excitement as they came in. And when I go all out, I actually dye my whole hair white and everything, beard and everything. I turn up as I am, and then I completely get fake hair dye and everything, and I absolutely enjoy it. And to my dismay and little chagrin, every time they've asked priesthood holders or male members of the church, have said, oh well, I've done this year, I don't want to do it again. And I was a bit chagrined to hear that, and it was on my mind, and I said, how can you be so dismissive of something that children take pure delight in? That it's something that they absolutely look forward to, and playing Santa really makes the children's night complete. It did for us. So I always, after I heard that, I said, well, from now on, whilst I'm here, I play Santa. I'm not having such an opportunity be so grudgingly given, when you should literally take joy in the fact that you are making children's lives a meaningful night. Because we do have some children who come who are not as fortunate as some of our regular members. And to have that small moment where they literally have a gift for them with their name on it. And, you know, and they are grateful for that. And it's moving to do that. So I will be reprising my role as Santa again. And I am very excited to do that. I think it's amazing. Some of the kids, they swear they know me, but they just don't know if they do, because they're thinking, who is this guy? I really, as soon as I put my spectacles on, I become the living embodiment. And I was given a compliment last year that some of the older women in the church were saying we actually nearly started believing again. So I'm looking forward to that. It's going to be a very exciting time, and I'm getting a little excited as well. I'm looking forward to Saturday night. Get to join in a bit of fun and games, and then obviously I go in. I'll be pulling on my Team Santa sweater for it and everything. Looking forward to it. So I'm going to say, whether you go for Christmas or not, always remember that this is a time with kids where they find it one of the most exciting times of the year. And we should always remember that and try and keep that a little in ourselves as well. There's nothing wrong with taking joy in something that brings a lot of good into the world. Because God knows we need a little bit these days, don't we? So, I will be doing part 3 later on. Have a great day. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, and yes, I am going to say that. And if you're offended, well, God bless you.